Hey guys, Allison here. I wanted to share with you some of my strategies for incorporating a power hour into my day. So a power hour is a focused amount of time that you have to work on your business. Oftentimes, most of us have less than an hour. So I want to give you some of my best strategies in order to check off this handy dandy business activity tracker every day. If you learn from the top coaches in this business, there's nothing fancy that they're doing besides these things that are on the business activity tracker. So this is something measurable, they're simple to do, and if you do them, you will grow your business. So this is how I am able to check my boxes off on a daily basis. You can see I'm not done for the day yet. So first of all, whenever you do sit down to the computer to work on your business, you have to have a list. If you don't have a list, you're going to be setting yourself up for frustration. So when you have a list, you can get right to work. So take the time on a weekly basis to make a list of people that you plan to engage with this week, that you plan to focus on developing relationships with, and who you think you would like to invite to join you in a challenge group or to invite to become a coach or to learn more about becoming a coach. So first of all, have your list. I like Google Drive. We can talk about list making on a different video. If you have questions, please contact me about making a list. So once you have your list, make a plan of attack and see who you're going to reach out to first. To add to your list on a daily basis, what I like to do actually first when I sit down to my computer, I have my list open. I go to my social media. This is not time for scrolling, so resist the temptation to scroll social media and look and see who liked or who commented on your social media posts. Put those people on your list. You are going to reach out to them today. If they commented on one of your social media posts, comment back and engage and interact with them and acknowledge the fact that you saw that they did comment. And by you responding, it also shows that you appreciate the fact that they did comment and they did engage with you that way. So anybody who likes or comments on your posts, put them on your list. Start with those people to reach out to. So once you've done that, you're going to send them a message. Go to their Facebook profile or their Instagram account, whatever social media platform you're using, see what they've been up to, send them a message. You may also include something about, what the post was that they liked or commented on, because that's probably a shared interest, which is why they liked it. So that means that they are attracted to you for something about you that you have posted about. So engage with them, talk about whatever that topic was, look at their profile, see what's going on in their life, make a comment on that. I see you just went on vacation. How was it? Whatever it is, just get some dialogue going. You're not talking about Beachbody yet, maybe unless the post was a Beachbody post, but oftentimes it's not. So you're not talking about Beachbody yet, you're just establishing a relationship. One of my best tips is end your message to them, end it with a question, because that usually creates more of a reason to respond. And they also, they see the question and they're likely to respond to that question. So make it be a good one. Whenever you are messaging back and forth as well, keep in mind the FORM acronym, which is family, occupation, relationships. And then later on is the message, which includes usually an invitation to join you on something. But start off with just getting to know more about them. And again, establishing a relationship. I can't say that enough times. This business is about relationships and trust and finding people who are similar to you. So if there are no new people that have liked or commented on your social media posts, then that's when you have already created your list of people and you look at that list and you decide 2 to 4 people who you want to reach out to today. So choose 2 to 4 people that you just want to reestablish a relationship or a connection with. Follow the same thing, look at their social media profile, end your message to them with a question. All right, after I do that, after I do my forming and adding people to my list, Next up, I respond to messages that are in my queue. So this adding people and form messages shouldn't take you a ton of time. Give it 10 to 15 minutes and then get to responding to messages of people who have responded to you. You're going to spend the most amount of time in this part of your power hour because people that have responded to you, that's a green light that they are interacting with you, and you want to respect the fact that they responded to you and continue the conversation because they're people that are responsive. As you're going through kind of the form process and having those back and forth conversations with people, whenever you have kind of a green light moment, which really kind of implies that they've mentioned something that Beachbody may be able to help them with, or your challenge group, or your personality, your knowledge could help them. And then you can invite them to learn more about it. That doesn't mean you jump right in, you say, hey, do you want to do a 21-day fix challenge group? But it may be a message of, oh yeah, I struggled with getting back into the school routine as well. And I found a couple programs that were really helpful for me. If I sent you some information, would you like to learn more? Or I'm getting a group of people together so that we can keep each other accountable. Is this something that you would like to learn more about? So something that's just really basic, do not overwhelm with information at this point. So that's what I do next. I respond to the messages in queue. I look for those green light moments where it feels appropriate to invite them to learn more, and I ask if they want to learn more. Next step, I look at my list again, and I look and see the last date I contacted people. I also like to use a color code system, so I highlight them green once they've already purchased a program and committed to a challenge group, and I highlight them yellow if we are talking about a challenge group or if we're in that form process and I think it's going to go in that direction. I highlight them yellow, and that to me stands out that I want to make sure that we keep this conversation going. So if I have somebody who is highlighted yellow and it's been a few days since our last message and our last interaction, I put them on my follow-up list for that day. So pick 2 to 4 people that you can follow up with that are highlighted yellow or it's been a few days, or you also know that they've been interested in a program in the past and the timing wasn't right. So this is when your no's, those truly may have been a no right now, and so maybe they're ready now. So look back through the people you've talked to in the past that were no's and send them a message and start to reconnect. After I do my follow-up messages, if I still have some time, I also look at my list. I have a separate list of people who may be potential coaches. I like to set a goal of talking to at least 1 or 2 people a week about becoming a coach. I know the business activity tracker says 2 to 5 people a day. That's a really lofty goal. If you want to grow your business fast, do that. However, I know a lot of people on our team are also really pressed for time and working full time. So set a goal for at least 1 person a week. 2 people, great, but at least 1 person a week that you can talk to about the coach opportunity. So again, starts with the relationship, starts with the forming, starts with some green light moments. And if they are people that have been participating in your challenge group, you've already got a green light. If they're super participatory, you know they love drinking Shakeology, those are people who are really great to talk to about becoming a coach because they're already an advocate for the product and they may already be helping people do it. After that, again, if there's still time, usually by now it's winding down, that's when I check into my coach groups, and I also check into challenge groups. After that, I prep my social media. So if I need to do a little bit of brainstorming, what do I want to post about tomorrow? It's kind of nice sometimes to have those posts prepped and ready to go, and you can schedule them on your Facebook page. You can actually do that within the page itself, or you can use something like Hootsuite or Buffer to schedule your social media posts in advance for them to go out at a certain opportune time. That being said, the way that I make my 3 to 5 posts a day happen is I like the stop, drop, and post technique. So I'm honest with myself. Like, what am I doing in this moment? How does this apply to me as a person, to my health and fitness journey, to my internal journey, to my coaching life, or whatever aspect of my life it is. It gives people a look into the real you. And again, like attracts like. So if they see you posting something about going to the grocery store, they think to themselves, I go to the grocery store too. And if you make it kind of funny or try to evoke some sort of emotion with your post, doing what it is you're doing. So that's how I usually do my Facebook posts, is the stop, drop, and post method. If you need some reminders, if you're getting into a habit of posting consistently on social media, then what I would recommend doing is setting reminders in your phone so that they pop up on your phone and are a reminder to post about something. So you might post set a reminder in your phone to post your sweaty selfie picture after you've done your workout and talk about how that workout went for the day. Or maybe you set it around lunchtime and it's a picture. It reminds you to take a picture of your lunch and talk about how you're following your nutrition plan. Or maybe it's in the evening after dinner and you have a reminder set up that reminds you to post something about you that just lets them know more about who you are, what you're into, and what your life looks like. Okay. For checking in with my challenge groups and coach groups, I mentioned, if I still have time while I'm sitting in front of the computer, I will do that. If not, I like to do that at my lunch hour. I'm not a huge fan of eating and working at the same time, but sometimes that just has to happen. If I have time to eat separately and then sit down and look at my app or my Facebook and my challenge tracker app separately, I'll do that. But usually that's done for me at my lunch hour. And it's kind of a nice break as well, especially if you're talking a lot during the day. You can have some quiet time where you're on your phone and getting to just enjoy your lunch. For personal development, I read for about 10 minutes before I go to sleep every night. For me, that's just part of my nighttime routine, and it helps my brain to turn off. So I usually read something that's more inspiring, not necessarily take a lot of action, because I want it to be something that just leaves my brain on a positive note at the end of the night. However, the personal development I do that is teaching me more how-tos and how to take action on certain things, I listen to those on podcasts and audiobooks, and I listen while I'm driving. I listen while I'm cooking, while I'm cleaning, anything that I can kind of multitask that doesn't take a lot of attention. That's how I squeeze in my personal development. I also make sure that the National Wake Up Call is always one of those things once a week, so that keeps me in touch and in the loop with what's going on in the Beachbody world, because they always make the same announcements that are in the news feed. So that's a good all-in-one sort of place. If you're only able to check one place to know what's going on in the Beachbody world, that's it. It's a National Wake Up Call. Plus you get the tips from the top coaches. So that's all I got for you guys. That's how I maximize my time. I hope this was helpful. I know your time is precious and valuable. So thank you for taking the time to watch it. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thanks. Bye.